everybody, and welcome back to part 3 of my interactive balloon series. This is the second to last week of the series. Next week is going to be the final video. It's a mini-series. But today's video is going to be a really fun game that you can play when you're twisting balloons. I had to think about that one. Now, this isn't a typical game in the sense that you'd normally think. And it's not really a physical game either. It's more of a thinking game. Yes, and you can play this game while you're twisting your balloons. It doesn't have to be a separate part. Now, the main premise of this game, like all games, is it's a piece of entertainment. And you see, when you make a balloon for a child, if they ask for a specific thing like a cat or a dog, they already know what they're getting and they already know what you're making. So yes, it's fun to watch the balloon twister make a dog, but it's even more fun to watch the balloon twister make something if you don't know what it is. And that is the principle behind the rhyming game. Let me tell you how it's played. I'm going to make a surprise balloon, and you boys and girls are going to have to try to guess what it is. I'm just pretending I'm playing this at a party. Just go along with me here, so that way you figure out how to play the game. Okay, so to start the game, boys and girls, we need a rhyming word. Let's think of a good word. Oh, I know. How about dish? Like a plate, like a dish. That's a good one. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to say the rhyming word, and then you say it after me. And we do that 2 times, okay? So I say dish, and then you say dish, right? And then we do it again, dish, dish, good. Now, every word that you say is going to rhyme with dish. You got it? Good. So I'm going to say something, and then that should make you think of a word that rhymes with dish. So here we go. Ready? Dish, 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 dish. What kind of a sound do you get when you step in a mud puddle? That's right, squish. And if the food is yummy, you could say the food was delish. That's right. Now, I'm thinking of something that goes blub, 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 and it lives in the ocean, and they've made a couple of movies about it. It's a fish. That's right. And there you go. See, the fish was delish on a dish. It kind of goes together there. They don't usually go together, but sometimes they do. Bloop, 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 bloop. And there you go. There's your fish. Okay, so there was a little sample of how I play the game there. And it's a great game to play at birthday parties, and it's excellent to do for line work at big festivals because you don't have to stop twisting. I know I stopped periodically, but that's because I didn't want my voice to go over the squeaking in the voice. So yeah, it's great for festivals because you can keep the line moving and you're entertaining them at the same time. Now, just as I said earlier, the game goes like this. You pick a rhyming word. Now, here's the secret. This is the thing that the kids don't know that you know. The rhyming word that you pick rhymes with the balloon that you're making. So to start the game, you're going to say the rhyming word, and then the kids are going to say it after you, and you do it twice. The reason you do it twice, and the reason you have them say it, is so it puts the word in their head so they remember it. The second part of the game is the rhyming part, and this is where every word that they say rhymes with the rhyming word. And whatever you say is going to, or supposed to, make them think of that word. So for example, one of the popular ones I use is cool. So I say cool, 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 cool. And then I say, what do babies like to do? Drool. Where do you learn? School. Where do you swim? The pool. And so on and so forth like that. Now, one last thing I'll go over is something that I do for the older kids. And when I say older kids, I mean like 4th and 5th graders. What I like to do for them is I throw a more advanced word in there. So for example, I might say, what do you call a group of fish? And some of the kids might know it, some might not, but the kids that don't know it are going to learn a brand new word. And that makes the game educational, and that raises the value of your entertainment. One of the ones I like to do with the word cool is I say saw, hammer, axe, screwdriver. And if the kids still don't get it after that, sometimes I'll say you put them on a bench, or you might have them in a workshop, or your mommy or daddy might have them in the garage. And if they still don't get it, I usually give them one last clue, because I like to have the kids try to guess it and figure it out on their own. So I say, it begins with the letter T. And at this point, usually there's somebody who says it, either an adult or a child. But if nobody says it, you can just go, a tool. That's right. See, you learned something new today. A hammer is called a tool. Just like an apple is food. Or something like that. Okay, so that's the rhyming game. I kind of dragged this out a little bit, but I wanted to explain it a little bit to you and explain to you how I use it. And I encourage you to take this at your next show and try it out. It's worked really well for me at my events and for my personality. And I hope it works for you as well. And that's going to do it for me for this week's video. I have another really fun game that I use when I entertain children. It's more for smaller events, and I'm going to be including that in a bonus video on Monday. So keep an eye out for that. And with that, I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye!